Dumb Magic and Rob Zombie tickets. As I've mentioned in the past, I have experienced some weird things in my life. Mostly what you would call synchronous occurrences. Some people believe that these little glitches in reality are actually a signpost that you are on the right path in life and heading toward your desired destination with destiny. They are beyond the laws of probability, but are definitely not the hand of divinity. Unless you think the gods are just fucking with us, then that is entirely feasible. Either way, it's something. Something I like to call dumb magic. Because it has no point, but it is still pretty cool when it happens. So a few years ago, my guitarist and BFF had really wanted to go to the mega metal Mayhem Festival that was happening that sweltering summer of 2013. Rob Zombie was headlining, and I hadn't seen him play in a long time, so it would have been a fun show. But alas, we are both broke AF. Time passes, and I had forgotten that the festival was even happening, until one Thursday when I was driving home from work. Just as I pulled into my driveway, a Rob Zombie song started playing on the radio, jogging my memory. That's right, I said to myself. The festival is tomorrow. But that momentary spark, that oh yeah moment, that reminder of my love of all things horror and metal, was quickly doused with still too broke to go. I turned off the car, walked to my kitchen door, and just as my key turns in the lock, I get a call from the headquarters smoke shop. Hey man, you just won 2 tickets to Mayhem Festival. Come down to the store and pick them up. I was dumbfounded. To me, music is the greatest thing in life. And all of a sudden, this Cinderella was going to the ball. The Headbangers Ball. So I jumped back into the car and headed down to get my tickets. Now, the festival was being put on by our local rock station, KUPD. I figured that I must have been on some email list, and that's how they got my name and number. But as someone who worked at the Arizona State University radio station and had friends who had worked for KUPD in the past, let me tell you how they operate. Most people who work in the music and radio industry are lazy. They've somehow managed to land their dream job and don't want to do anything else, like even for the job itself. If you can't get down to the radio station to pick up tickets, KUPD will just tape them to the door with your name written on them. If you get them, you get them. If some random homeless person gets them, they get them. They give out tickets to these shows like candy, but they don't do any of the footwork to get them into the hands of the fans. The usual process is to give local stores a grip of tickets that they can distribute to their customers however they see fit. So when I got to the store, I asked them how they got my name and number. Was it somehow from the radio station? They said, no, we just pulled your name out of the box and picked it up from the counter and shook it. So here's the dumb part. I never put my name and number in that box. I live in Phoenix. Headquarters Smoke Shop is about 20-30 minutes away in Tempe. I hadn't lived in Tempe for over 6 years. I hadn't stepped foot in that store for over 6 years. Even if, say, an old friend from back in the day happened to work there, I had a new phone with a new number. Only about 10 people had that new number, and they definitely weren't old friends from back in the day. And now that I think about it, all those old friends only knew me by my stage name from the band days anyway. There is no possible way that I should have won those tickets. So I said, thanks, grabbed the tickets, and got the fuck out of there before they changed their mind. And the festival was a blast. We had such an awesome time. It was both a welcome respite from the world outside and a truly incredible bonding experience that our friendship needed. A simple, pure desire, the love of music, had tilted reality and got us to the show. And that has got to be the dumbest magic I have heard of. So hit that subscribe button for more horror, occult, and Lovecraft madness. Until next time, Cthulhu Fatagan.